Archangel Michael says, "A shadow has begun to move quietly around you, cloaked in the illusion of loyalty." This is not just any ordinary test. This is a moment that will reveal the true face of someone you thought was on your side. You have no idea yet how close they are to striking, and how carefully they've planned to make you believe they still care. You have given them access to your heart, your trust, and parts of your life that very few have seen. They have studied your patterns, your words, and even your silences. Now they are taking that knowledge and twisting it into a weapon they will use against you. The moment of their betrayal will not come with warning bells or a loud announcement. It will come like a gentle whisper, in a moment you least expect, when your guard is completely down. Their smile will hide their intentions, but their eyes will already be fixed on the damage they are about to cause. Right now, they are rehearsing their moves, deciding the exact moment to act. They want it to be when you are too distracted to notice, so that by the time you realize, the blow will already have landed. They will make sure you are standing on fragile ground before they pull it away from under you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You have probably felt it. Those small moments when something didn't feel right, when their words didn't match their actions. You brushed it off because you trusted them, because you believed in the bond you shared. That trust is exactly what they are counting on to make their betrayal sting deeper. They will not come at you directly. Instead, they will create a scene where you are forced to doubt yourself. They will twist the truth so skillfully that for a moment, you might even believe you are the one in the wrong. Archangel Michael says, "This is why you must open your eyes now. Do not wait for the knife to pierce your back before you start questioning their loyalty. Look closely at how they react when you succeed, how they behave when you are vulnerable, and how they speak about you when they think you are not listening. This betrayal will not just be about a broken promise. It will be a calculated attempt to damage your reputation, your relationships, and your inner peace. They have already shared parts of your private life with someone you barely know, hoping those seeds will grow into whispers that will reach you later. Type Amen to get blessing 496. They may act as though nothing is wrong, even as they carry the weight of their hidden agenda. You might notice them asking unusual questions, pretending to care, but their real goal is to gather information they can use. Every conversation, every detail you give them now is ammunition for their final strike. They will disguise their betrayal under the cover of helping you or looking out for your best interest. But the truth is far from kindness. It is envy, resentment, and an unspoken grudge that has been building over time. Their jealousy has poisoned whatever genuine bond you once had. Comment if you feel this in your soul. The closer the betrayal comes, the more they will push to be around you, pretending to strengthen your trust while secretly digging deeper into your life. This is not affection, it is strategy. Archangel Michael says, "When the truth comes out, you will be tempted to feel broken. But remember, exposure is protection. What you see as a loss will be the universe clearing a path for people who truly deserve your trust." Type Amen to get blessing 742. The betrayal will not be random, it is timed. They are waiting for a moment when they believe you cannot fight back. Perhaps during a personal challenge, perhaps when you are too focused on something important to see the cracks forming. They have allies in the shadows, people who appear neutral but are quietly encouraging their actions. These silent supporters will not step forward when the truth is revealed. They will hide in the background, pretending they knew nothing. You will hear fragments of the truth before it hits you fully. A whispered warning, a strange glance, a friend acting differently. These will be the first tremors before the ground shifts completely. Pay attention. Right now, their biggest fear is that you will discover their plan too soon. If you confront them now, they will deny it with such skill that you might doubt your instincts. But trust yourself, the energy does not lie. Type Amen to get blessing 889. They are preparing to put you in a position where you must defend yourself publicly. This is not by accident. It is their way of making sure the damage spreads beyond private walls. You may feel a sudden urge to distance yourself from them. Follow it. That pull is your spirit protecting you before your heart fully understands. There is a reason your energy feels drained after being around them. Comment if this resonates, because awareness is your first shield. Every time they smile at you now, it is a mask covering the sharpness of their intentions. They want you unprepared, blindsided. Archangel Michael says, you will not only survive this betrayal, but you will rise from it with a strength you didn't know you had. The very people they tried to turn against you will see the truth and stand by your side. They are already imagining the moment when you will realize what they've done. In their mind, they see the look on your face, the shock in your eyes, and they believe it will give them satisfaction. What they don't know is that the universe has already placed eyes on them, and their every move is being silently recorded in the energy around you. Their words to others about you are dipped in half-truths. They will take real moments from your life, but twist them with subtle lies to make you look careless, selfish, or untrustworthy. The more you trust them, the easier it becomes for them to build this false version of you. They will not stop at just one action. Once they taste the power of influencing how others see you, they will keep feeding that fire. This is why the betrayal feels like a series of blows instead of a single strike. You will notice that lately, they have been overly interested in your schedule, your plans, and your private intentions. This is not concern, it is reconnaissance. They are gathering every possible detail to create the most damaging scenario when the time comes. Type Amen to get blessing 562. You might find that certain people around you are beginning to act colder without reason. They might avoid your messages, give vague answers, or seem distracted in your presence. This is a sign that your betrayer has already started planting their poison. They want you to feel isolated so that when they finally act, you have fewer people to turn to. This isolation is not by chance, it is the first phase of their plan. Once they weaken your support, they will believe the final step will be easier. Archangel Michael says, every betrayal begins long before the final act. It starts with small shifts, hidden seeds, and silent agreements between those who share the same envy toward you. But there is something they do not understand. The same closeness they are using to hurt you is also the very thing that will reveal them. The cracks in their mask will show at the exact moment they think they have won. Type Amen to get blessing 914. They have underestimated your spirit. Even in moments when you feel unsure, your intuition is sharper than they imagine. The moment they step too far, your inner knowing will ignite. You will begin to see patterns, moments where they slip and reveal too much. A slip of the tongue, a sudden change in tone, or a strange hesitation when certain topics come up. These are your clues, small pieces of the larger truth. Comment if you feel this energy, because what is coming is not just about loss, it is about transformation. Once this betrayal is exposed, you will not be the same person you were before. You will be wiser, stronger, and untouchable to their kind of energy. They will try to apologize once the truth reaches you. But their apology will not be for your healing. it will be for their protection. They will try to save their image, not your trust. Type Amen to get blessing 681. The people they used to spread their lies will also begin to question them. Because while lies travel fast, truth is heavier, and it eventually sinks into every space it is meant to reach. Some will come to you privately to tell you what was said. These moments will hurt, but they will also piece together the hidden puzzle, showing you the full depth of their betrayal. Archangel Michael says, you will be given the opportunity to confront them in a way that leaves no doubt about your strength. You will not need to raise your voice. The truth will speak loud enough. They will realize too late that in trying to destroy you, they have exposed themselves. Every mask they wore, every performance they gave will collapse in front of those who once believed them. Their confidence is beginning to grow because no one has openly challenged them yet. They believe their game is flawless, that every word they've planted is safely rooted in the minds of those they've targeted. But what they don't realize is that the same seeds they've sown will eventually grow into thorns that will trap them instead. They are watching you closely now, studying your reactions to every small situation. If you seem distracted or tired, they take it as confirmation that their plan is working. In their eyes, your silence means weakness, but in reality, you are simply conserving your strength for the moment you need it most. Their greatest weapon is timing. They are waiting for an event or a vulnerable moment, something that will draw all eyes toward you. It is in that spotlight that they plan to unveil their betrayal, ensuring maximum impact. But the universe works in ways they cannot control. A single unexpected shift can turn their perfect plan into a disaster, and that shift is already moving toward them. Their timeline will be interrupted, forcing them into mistakes they cannot erase. Type Amen to get blessing 472. You may feel sudden bursts of restlessness, as though something is pushing you to pay closer attention. These are not coincidences, they are signals. Your spirit is trying to warn you before the curtain is pulled back on their act. People around you may start revealing pieces of information without realizing its importance. Small hints, accidental comments, or unexpected messages will help you connect the dots. The picture will not be complete yet, but you will begin to see the outline of what's coming. Archangel Michael says, it is vital now to protect your inner circle. Not everyone who smiles in your presence is safe to trust. Keep your plans guarded, your words measured, and your emotions steady. The betrayer will grow impatient when they sense you pulling away. They will try harder to draw you in with charm, favors, and false acts of kindness. This is not care, it is an attempt to get closer before they strike. Type Amen to get blessing 803. In their mind, this betrayal is the beginning of your downfall. But they fail to understand that it will be the very thing that elevates you. Once the truth is revealed, the people who matter will see your resilience in a way they never have before. Their obsession with hurting you will cause them to slip. They will take a risk they shouldn't, reveal something too early, or confide in the wrong person. That one moment will set the stage for their exposure. Comment if you can feel this energy moving closer. You might sense the tension building, as though a storm is forming just beyond the horizon. That's because it is, and the first drops are already beginning to fall. When the final moment comes, you will not need to seek revenge. Their actions will turn against them naturally, and those who stood with them will scatter. The tables will turn in silence, and you will stand on ground they can no longer touch. Type Amen to get blessing 599. Even after the betrayal, they will try to convince others that they acted in your best interest. They will twist the truth one final time, hoping to salvage the smallest shred of credibility. But by then, the damage to their own image will be impossible to repair. Some who believe them will come forward with apologies, admitting they were misled. Others will remain silent out of shame. Either way, you will walk away knowing you survived something that was meant to break you. Archangel Michael says this was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to remove what was hidden in plain sight. The truth had to be revealed so that your path could be cleared. When it's over, you will feel lighter. The absence of their false energy will give you the space to breathe, rebuild, and welcome connections that are real. They will try to watch you from a distance after the betrayal, thinking they can still measure the damage they caused. In their mind, they expect to see you crumble, withdraw, or lash out. But what will shake them the most is your calm, your refusal to give them the satisfaction of seeing you broken. Behind closed doors, they will grow restless. The silence from your side will feel like a mirror reflecting their guilt back at them. This quiet strength will begin to disturb them more than any confrontation could. Their allies, the ones who once encouraged their plan, will begin to distance themselves. The energy of exposure is contagious. No one wants to be standing next to the person who has just been revealed for who they truly are. Slowly, they will realize that the loyalty they counted on was only temporary. Their name will begin to circulate in whispers, not yours. People will talk about what they did, and the very network they tried to turn against you will be the one to carry their downfall. Type Amen to get blessing 274. Even now, the betrayal is not complete, but the cracks in their plan are already showing. They thought they could control every piece of the story, but too many threads are slipping through their fingers. The truth has a way of weaving itself into conversations they cannot stop. You may notice certain people becoming warmer toward you again without explanation. This is because they've heard something that makes them question the narrative they were given. They are beginning to sense that they may have been wrong about you. Archangel Michael says, "Patience is your greatest weapon now. Let the truth gather its strength before it rises. There is no need to rush. The weight of reality will hit harder when it lands naturally. Every word they spoke against you will return to them, and every false story will dissolve in the presence of undeniable proof. They will not be able to hide behind excuses anymore." Type Amen to get blessing 658. In their most private moments, they will begin to feel the sting of regret. Not because they hurt you, but because they underestimated the cost of what they've done. The doors that once opened for them will now remain closed. Their reputation will fade faster than they can rebuild it. Those who once smiled at them will start keeping their distance, sensing that something about their energy has shifted. The trust they so easily destroyed in you will be reflected back at them by others. Comment if you understand that this is not just about betrayal. It is about the removal of a poison from your life. This is the kind of event that changes the direction of your future for the better. When you look back, you will see that losing them was not a loss at all. It was the first step toward gaining a clearer, safer, and more powerful life. Type Amen to get blessing 913. They will try, perhaps once, to return to your life. They will come with stories of change, growth, and misunderstanding. But their words will feel hollow, and you will not be fooled. You will remember the sleepless nights, the doubt they created, and the heaviness in your spirit when you didn't yet know the truth. Those memories will be enough to keep you from letting them in again. Archangel Michael says you are not meant to walk backward into the same trap twice. What has been revealed is not meant to be hidden again. The ending of this connection will open the way for new people to enter, people who will prove themselves through consistency and loyalty, not empty promises. They will watch from afar as your life begins to grow brighter without them. This will confuse them because in their mind, their absence should have been your downfall. Instead, they will see you standing taller, surrounded by energy they can no longer touch. At first, they will try to convince themselves that your strength is an act. They will tell others that you are pretending to be fine. But deep down, they will feel the truth. They no longer have any hold over you. Their attempts to harm you further will fade, not because they have changed, but because the weight of their exposure will drain their influence. They will find fewer people willing to listen to them, and even fewer willing to act on their behalf. Every time they think of you, they will be reminded of the moment their plan failed. This memory will stay with them, quietly haunting them long after you have moved on. Type Amen to get blessing 741. The people who matter most will stand closer to you now. The betrayal, instead of breaking your connections, will strengthen the ones that are real. Those who saw the truth will respect you more for how you handled it. Archangel Michael says, "This is how the universe works. What is meant to harm you often becomes the very thing that protects you in the future." The lesson will not be forgotten, and neither will the signs you saw before it happened. Your energy will shift. You will walk differently, speak differently, and trust differently. This transformation will be noticed by everyone around you. Those who once doubted you will come to you for advice, sensing that you now carry wisdom earned through fire. And you will give that wisdom, but carefully, because now you understand the cost of giving trust too freely. Type Amen to get blessing 502. The betrayer will hear about your successes. Each achievement will remind them of the power they couldn't take away. They will try to avoid hearing your name, but it will find its way into their world again and again. Their own path will be filled with obstacles. Opportunities will slip away, deals will fall through, and the same false energy they used against you will return to them multiplied. This is not revenge, it is simply the balance of energy. Comment if you know this is true, because the cycle of life never fails to return what is given. They fed the world lies about you, and now the world will feed them the taste of their own medicine. When they finally realize the depth of their mistake, it will be too late to repair what they've lost. They will be left standing in the emptiness they created for themselves. Type Amen to get blessing 884. And you will rise from this stronger than ever. Your path will be clearer, your spirit lighter, and your future brighter. The weight they tried to place on your shoulders will no longer exist. Archangel Michael says, "This is your moment of transformation. You have faced deception and walked through it without losing yourself. That is power. You will notice how peaceful life feels without their shadow nearby. The quiet will not feel empty. It will feel like freedom. From here on, you will carry yourself knowing you have survived what others might have crumbled under. And no, victories to them, they will feel like proof of their own weakness, a reminder that they had to destroy something pure just to feel powerful. As time passes, they will come to realize that their betrayal didn't just cost them you, it cost them their own stability. The same lies they spoke will become walls closing in around them, isolating them from the very people they once manipulated. Their attempts to form new alliances will fail, because whispers of what they did will always travel faster than their excuses. Even in new circles, The weight of their past actions will follow them like a shadow. You will not need to lift a finger for justice to arrive. Life will handle it with precision, making sure they experience the full weight of the energy they tried to place on you. Type Amen to get blessing 377. Your own energy will begin to feel lighter with each passing day. The absence of their manipulation will make space for ideas, opportunities, and genuine connections to flow in. You will feel doors opening without effort, simply because the block they represented is gone. Archangel Michael says, "Every ending carries within it the seed of a new beginning." This betrayal was not meant to destroy you, it was meant to direct you. And now, your path will lead you to people who recognize your value without trying to exploit it. You will become more selective with your trust, not from fear, but from wisdom. This awareness will protect you from repeating the same lesson again. Soon, you will see the betrayer from a distance, perhaps in passing or through someone's words. But their presence will no longer carry any power over you. Type Amen to get blessing 699. There will come a day when they wish they had never made this choice. They will wish they had kept their envy in check, their words honest, and their intentions clean. But regret will not erase the damage they caused themselves. People who once admired them will remember the truth. Their name will be spoken with caution, and their influence will fade into the background. The space they tried to take from you will be filled with something far greater. Comment if you feel this shift already beginning. It is the quiet before the dawn, the space where old ties dissolve and new life begins to grow. Archangel Michael says, your story does not end with betrayal. It continues with strength, healing, and victories they will never be able to touch. Type Amen to get blessing 831. The day will come when you no longer even think of them. They will become just another chapter, a lesson you once had to learn, but no longer carry. Your energy will be too focused on growth to waste on the memory of what they did. And when that moment arrives, you will know you have truly won, because freedom from the weight of betrayal is the greatest victory of all. You will see clearly now that the betrayal was simply a doorway. On one side, there was pain, confusion, and deception. On the other, there is clarity, confidence, and the unstoppable momentum of your own spirit. This is the turning point. From here on, everything you build will be stronger because it is rooted in truth. And the people who walk beside you will be the ones who deserve to be there.